Anna was an amazing person, amazing young lady. Came in very broken, not only physically, but emotionally, spiritually, just wounded. And she had her whole life in front of her, and she had the power to change it. So that was Anna. That is Anna.
My name is Anna Hernandez, and I am 32 years old. I live here in Los Angeles, California, and I have one son who is 13 years old. I came here when I was 4 years old. We migrated from this place called Zacatecas in Mexico. When we arrived here, my dad had an alcohol problem. Inside of me, there was this thing where I always wanted to win the affection of my dad and always make my dad happy. When I met this guy, that feeling that I felt like I was chasing from my dad, everything else stopped mattering to me, and it was just about my boyfriend and me. When the first abuse happened, it was just a slap, and I clearly remember he slapped me, and then we went to Jack in the Box, and it just became a cycle again. And unconsciously, it was the same story of younger Anna, but now with this person who I had opened my heart to. I didn't know I had normalized abuse. I didn't know what abuse was. I didn't know I was in an abusive relationship. But on one of the attacks that he assaulted me, he choked me so hard that he sprained my neck, and I ended up at the clinic the next day because I couldn't move my neck. And I found out I was pregnant. And I knew I wanted to keep my son. But because everybody around me was just so fed up with the relationship that I had with this guy, and because every time I came home, I had some bruise or some mark on my face from him beating me up, I felt like no one cared. It took a lot of me mentally to, on top of being physically abused, now someone just threw the word rape in the mix. Now, how do I deal with that? And I didn't want to lose myself to alcohol. I wanted to get better. So I remember seeing a flyer at the welfare office of therapy for domestic violence. I came with that mentality that, what is it going to do for me? So I remember when I met Eleanor, I think what saved me was that I felt connected to her culturally. It was weird, she understood exactly the description of my dad, of how I was brought up at home. It started making sense. My relationship with my father, the relationship I had built with this guy. I did a lot of thinking of where I was at in life. My son's dad was released from prison 2 years ago. I knew taking ownership of what was going on in my life and looking back and seeing everything I had accomplished, I knew it was time. I knew him coming out shouldn't be a threat. It should be more of like a reminder of, no, we got this. We got this. We got a lot of things under control. I wanted to share my story because I think of all the girls and all the women out there who see therapy as useless, just how I thought about it. And because we don't commit to it, then we go back to that cycle, because it's terrifying. It's terrifying to become vulnerable. I wanted to share my story so that people keep helping. The work that everybody does It's so important. I came out of the program and I used the tools to design the life I wanted. I wanted to have a partner who was caring, who was loving, and who was right to my son. I wanted to be a career woman. I feel like I closed a chapter in my life where all the women past me, like my mom, my grandma, my great-grandma, women who were abused, it ends with me. That cycle of domestic violence ends with me because we're speaking on it. We are sharing awareness. It's nothing to be ashamed of because we didn't cause it. And when I healed me, I healed everyone before me.